Ever since I came back from Japan, I've had this newfound appreciation for style and menswear. And not just that, but I was exposed to some of the most beautiful and well-made Japanese men's fashion brands and was able to observe how the people of Japan put these garments together, how they go about their style, how they go about expressing themselves creatively, artistically. And I am so fortunate to have had that experience and to come back and feel this newfound love for style, expression, for garments, and ultimately unlocked this new inspiration to kind of take a different approach to the way that I dress. So with that, coming back to New York after having visited Japan, it was only right that I partnered with one of my favorite stores, or rather retailers, namely Standard & Strange, and I've done a lot of work with them in the past. But most recently, they allowed me to play around with their new Spring/Summer 2025 selection and kind of mix it with some garments that I already own myself, just to deliver a new kind of style, a new interesting way of dressing, these newly discovered styles, to give you guys some new ideas on how you might want to evolve your style, what garments you might want to invest in, and how you want to style garments that you guys already own just in a new and different way. So with that, let's start off with the first outfit, which is this black sign deep indigo denim jacket mixed with this black sign white dress shirt, these tan motorcycle pants that come with the self belt, also from black sign, the Standard & Strange Attraction collaboration horsehide, engineer boots, and this red silk scarf that I got from a thrift a while back. And the inspiration behind this fit is the amount of heritage style workwear garments that I saw in Japan being mixed with a little bit more of tailored silhouettes, being played around with a little bit more artistically, and also just a lot more expressively. And I threw on the silk scarf with this because I noticed that they're very big on accessorization. They're very good at accessorizing. And of course I had to throw on the denim jacket because, you know, raw denim and selvage denim is synonymous with Japanese excellence. And also the tailored white dress shirt is just kind of a nod back to my own personal style, because as a lot of you guys who watch the channel know that I am a made-to-measure and custom tailor by trade, and I've been doing tailored clothing for almost 10 years now, and it's just something that's definitely taken centerfold in my type of style. It's something that's kind of embedded, and pretty much anything that I ever add to my wardrobe is gonna kind of center around that. So with this first fit, I basically blended together tailored excellency with heritage style garments from Japan to create a healthy mix of Japanese style along with American and European style. For the second fit, I throw on this printed shirt from Black Sign again, which is the Kuniyashi Utagawa Hawaiian print shirt in this black gray kind of motif print. I also threw on these Black Sign Gurkha trousers, which are personally one of my favorite black pants in my wardrobe. And then I throw on these tall Black Sign aviator boots. I promise this is not a Black Sign ad. This just so happens to be what went well together, but I love the way that this outfit came out. This is a little bit more of like a nightlife type of fit. This is something that I truly love. I love a nice printed kind of flowy, drapey, bold printed shirt. It's one of my favorite looks, tucked into this pleated Gurkha trouser, which I think has a lot of detail and adds a lot to this fit. And again, the inspiration behind this is Japanese nightlife. And the reason why I throw on these really tall aviator boots is just because I like to personally wear my pants a little high, whether I go for a crop pant or whether I go for something with like a bigger or wider cuff. And the tall boots kind of help mitigate showing too much leg or too much sock. And I also just find them more comfortable than most short top boots. I'm not really a shorter top boot guy. I mean, there's some really nice ones, one of which we'll get to later, but personally, I love me a tall boot. I just find them to be a little bit more comfortable, to be honest with you. But yeah, I really love how the black tones play together so nicely with the subtle pop colors from the Utagawa shirt. I mean, I love this shirt. It's perfect for the summer, and you don't just have to wear it with black. You could wear it with like a white pant or something like that, maybe a linen. And then as the seasons start to get colder, you could layer it. Maybe you could throw like a turtleneck or something like that under it. You could layer it more as the seasons get colder. But all in all, this is just a really nice printed shirt if you were looking for something like that just works in pretty much any season, just serves different utility. Next up, I started playing around with a little bit more of like the brown tones and the earth tone kind of looks. So for outfit number 3, I throw on the Samuel Zelig natural tint camp shirt with this Real McCoys photographer utility jacket, as well as the Samuel Zelig yearbook printed pant and these clinched tall green boots that I think complement this outfit so well. well, especially with the subtle touches of the gold hardware. I've never seen a leather this color personally, and I think it works so well with these earth tones, and the inspiration behind this fit is just the masterful use of pattern and print that I saw while I was in Japan, especially in places like Shinjuku and Shibuya, and in the heart of Harajuku. I mean, I've been crazy about prints ever since I've come back from Japan, and there definitely is a way to do it right. So basically, if you want to make this type of outfit work, with the bases in the garments on which the print is applied, you want to make sure that those base colors are pretty much the same, or at least within theme. So for example, both the garments from Samuel Zelig, the base color, the base garment is primarily earth tones with subtle prints that are pretty spaced out so they don't really conflict with each other. And that's essentially the trick to how you achieve an outfit that has multiple printed garments. You want to make sure that the base color of the garments fits within a certain type of theme, and that the prints are not too close together. They're a little bit more spaced out to provide something easy for the eye to process, yet it's still pretty interesting. And I think that the utility jacket from Real McCoys just calms it down, but also adds a lot of storage space, which if you're like me and you're always carrying a bunch of crap around, this jacket definitely is for you. This is truly one of the best jackets that I've ever seen, and I love the way that it feels. It's perfect for when it gets colder in the spring summer seasons and can be easily layered for the fall winter. For outfit number 4, you know I had to throw on a double denim look because of course this is right within my element as a denim YouTuber. I love double denim. I'm wearing double denim right now. I always love to wear double denim, and I don't think this really needs any introduction. I think we all know that denim in Japan is one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing in menswear and men's fashion. So with this outfit, I went with the Freenote washed western shirt, the indigo Farrah Wendell pant, which is a washed down carpenter style workers pant, and again I threw on the tall aviator boots just because I love the way that these feel, and me personally, I think black leathers just work better with my coloration, with my hair color and my eye color and stuff like that. And I love the way that it bounces off this light wash denim, and it just gives a little bit more of like a chic kind of look to an otherwise simple double denim outfit. I mean, you're gonna see a lot of these with like brown tones and brown leathers and stuff, but me personally, I tend to go for the black leather a lot more. I just think it elevates the double denim look just a little bit personally. Next up for outfit number 5, I throw on the Real McCoys liner jacket that has a little bit of like a quilting to it. It's got a nice green color that I think is gonna complement the Real McCoys chino pants, which are some of the silky smoothest chino fabrics that I've ever felt in my life. I mean, the sheen that these have and the way that these are gonna break down is second to none. I threw on the Casper side zip boots in this brown kind of chrome XL that has a little bit of like a reddish kind of tone to it, as well as this brown dot floral band collared shirt from John Gluckow. And essentially this is me playing around again with those heritage style tones with earth tones, and also kind of bringing a little elegance and a little creativity to an otherwise strictly militaristic inspired style. I wanted to add a little bit more fun to this, and you will see this type of outfit a lot over in Japan, especially around Ameyoko and those types of places where fashion is pretty big. This type of style is definitely very popular, and I saw that. Or even around Dobuita Street in Yokosuka, you will see a lot of military inspired garments. And the way that the people of Japan, that fashion scene, and everybody that I met really dialed in a very cerebral kind of take on how to style these outfits and not make it look like you just came out the base, but to make it something intentional, to make it something fun and attractive. And the quilting of the liner jacket definitely gets a couple of points because I love a nice quilted liner jacket personally for me. Now for the 6th fit, this is another one that's inspired by Japanese nightlife, but also by Japanese tailoring. The drapey silhouettes, the attention to detail when it comes to fabric, when it comes to the way that fabrics lay on the body. This is something that really impressed me about the fashion of Japan, was that it wasn't just about the cut or print or color, it was about the fabric itself, which is why I went for this black sign lynx printed shirt in this gray woolen fabric, which we'll get to in a little bit. This black sign printed black and gray white kind of work shirt, which I tucked in again into the black Gurkha pants that I love so much. And I throw on these John Lofgren USN lows, which mirror a classic style dress shoe, which again, because this style is inspired by tailoring, kind of wanted to dress it up a little bit. And I love the way that the woolen overshirt acts as kind of like a tailored outer piece. It kind of replaces the suit jacket, it kind of replaces the sport coat, and it adds something a little fun. It makes it easily wearable to a lot of different places without being too aggressive expensive without being too much. This is just one of those fits that's so easy to look good in. You really can't fail with this. And for a lot of y'all who have been on my channel, you know that I've been all about my black and white and grayscale type of fits recently, and this one feels right at home. And in reality, it's a really simple outfit to pull off. It's a micro printed inner layer shirt with a subtle high quality outer layer shirt that's made of a really nice fabric that kind of speaks for itself. A simple pleated pant. It doesn't have to be a Gurkha pant. It doesn't even have to be pleated, to be honest with you, if you wanted to go that far. You could do flat front if you wanted to, and just a real easy pair of dress shoes. Or you don't even have to go super dressy. You could throw this on with loafers if you wanted to, but all in all, this to me is the perfect blend between nightlife and tailoring, and is just one of the easiest outfits to pull off when you want to be creative. Now for the 7th outfit, this one's a little different. When I visited the countryside in Japan, namely Okayama, and the neighboring towns or prefectures as they're called in Japan, I noticed the heavy importance on quality, simple garments on an easy style, and was surprised to see that even in the countryside of Japan, just how fashionable and just how knowledgeable the people were that weren't even in fashion, they weren't even in the industry. It was just something that was bred into them. It was just something that was cultural. It was something that was innate to them, and I loved that, and I loved the way that all of their simple styles. How can an outfit that looks so simple look so good? I mean, it was effortless, guys, and what I broke it down to was the fact that wider silhouettes definitely play a big part in creative expression. And not just that, but I noticed a lot of drawstring pants over there, especially in the countryside, probably just because it's super easy to throw on, it's super easy to take off. And I noticed that they definitely tucked in their t-shirts a lot. This was a big thing over there that I saw, at least in the countryside of Japan, and it gave a really nice clean look, which is why with this outfit, I went with the standard and strange loop wheel black tee, one of my personal favorites, as well as the gauche hand-loomed silk dupion trousers, which have that elasticized waistband and give that kind of shirring detail at the waist or at the hip, which gives a really nice kind of balloony kind of look. And again, I throw on the black sign aviator boots just because I love a nice tall boot, and because these are pretty cropped, and I didn't really want to show skin or sock with this outfit. I mean, you can if you want to, and chances are these pants are going to be much longer on you than they are on me because I just happen to have really long legs. But again, this is just one of those simple everyday outfits that you could throw on when you're going to get groceries, when you got to walk the dog, something simple. It just looks effortlessly good, and that was the name of the game in countryside Japan, and I was just so inspired by that. And I think this is something that is easily accessible even to someone who's just starting out in this style journey. Next up for outfit number 8, I kind of wanted to get a little bit more elegant while still maintaining a casual feel, and this was basically inspired by a lot of the luxe styles that I saw while I was in Ginza, while I was in Roppongi, and a lot of the styles that I saw while I was at the Okura Hotel with some of my friends. Fabric, opulence, luxury, that was the name of the game in these types of areas, and you definitely notice it, you definitely see it. Even for me, it was almost intimidating, because that, while I love elegance, opulence, and luxury, I also love to kind of tone things down too a little bit when it comes to certain types of fabrics and certain types of fits, which is why for that little touch of opulence in this outfit, I went for the silk indigo dyed velvet Ryuku blouson from Gauche, as well my Wonder Looper X Cultism cream t-shirt, which also helps tone this fit down a little bit. And again, the name of the game here was for me to kind of experiment with that luxury elegance, with that posh kind of nature. And when I was styling these outfits, I didn't want to lose too much sight of me personally. I wanted to take Japanese inspiration and bring it into my style. And I think that this outfit is one of the perfect examples of that, because it is luxury, it is sort of opulent in a sense, but it's still toned down to an everyday wearable degree, so to speak, that brings down this exquisite blouson to something that's a little bit easier for the public to discern. It's a little bit easier for them to process. It's not so crazy when you pair it with something like this, and the colors are not offensive. So yeah, guys, that's my little inspiration behind the 8th outfit when it comes to the Ginza styles, the Roppongi styles, and all of these real luxury places in Japan. Next up for outfit 9, I had to throw something on for the colder, breezy days in the spring that transitions nicely into the colder seasons as well. And this one is also inspired, believe it or not, from the one fit in Godzilla -1, which is one of my favorite movies, where the main character was wearing this gorgeous jacket and a really nice clean pair pair of pants with a little bit of that sheen that we saw in the Real McCoys chinos a while back, and in the movie there's a lot of references to aviator style, and I am really enthused by aviator boots and that kind of aviator style, and I kind of wanted to blend this together while bringing again a little bit of that tailored elegance that I love, which is why I throw on this Real McCoys Type B15 flight jacket with the black sign white dress shirt, and again these black sign commando motorcycle pants with the self belt, and I tucked these into the black sign tall aviator boots just to give again a little bit more of that nod to the aviator style and also just be a touch more expressive. And I really love the way that this came out. This one's a little risky because if you don't do this right, you definitely can look a little off, but I love the way that this looks. And in a lot of my own outfits outside of Japanese style, I still love to tuck my pants into my boots, whether I'm kind of going for a Japanese influence or not. So this outfit is definitely heavily inspired by aviator style, and while it might not necessarily be directly inspired from my trip, it is inspired by something that came out of Japan that I love so much. And if you guys haven't seen that Godzilla movie, definitely make sure to check that out because I love that movie. Now for the last outfit, I wanted to again talk about drape, talk about fabric, and talk about heritage style inspiration and military inspiration in Japanese fashion. And this Real McCoys parka liner jacket definitely is the culmination, is the centerfold of where all of these things kind of meet. It's big, it's drapey, it's comfortable, it's durable, it's reversible, it's a lot of things. It's fashionable and it's easy to wear, it's easy to layer, it's oversized, it's fun. And what I decided to do with this was throw on the Orslow white fatigue pants to kind of speak to the white that's in the garment and allow the touches of green in the liner parka to kind of pop. But this is an outfit that I think needs no introduction, it needs no explanation. It's just something comfortable, it's something easy to wear, it's something that can transition into so many different ways, so many different places, so many different types of styles. You can expand on it, you can take away from it, you can do so much with this type of outfit, and again just speaks to the excellence when it comes to fabric quality and make of the garments that I witnessed while I was in Japan and of the styles that I saw while I was over there. And this one was definitely the perfect icing on the cake. Thank you guys so much. From myself and Standard and Strange, thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it to the end, definitely let us know which outfit you like the best. I'm gonna try and tag every single garment that was worn in the video in the description. I'm also gonna throw it in the cards somewhere on the video as well. But this was a lot of fun, guys, and I was so excited to do this when I finally came back because I love being able to share everything that I've learned and everything that I've discovered while I was over there in Japan. I'm gonna be going back soon. Well, not soon, but relatively soon, so stay tuned for that. And I still have a ton of content coming out from Japan, as well as a very special project that I cannot wait to drop. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for everything. Let us know which outfit you like the best, and I really look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. So with that being said, thank you guys again, and I'll see you next week.